Warriors forward Anthony Lamb accused of rape in civil lawsuit against the University of Vermont, report. Golden State Warriors forward Anthony Lamb was accused of raping another student while attending the University of Vermont in 2019 in a civil lawsuit filed against the university on Tuesday, which claims that school officials showed deliberate indifference and mishandling of sexual assault complaints, according to multiple reports. Lamb, who was not named as a defendant in the lawsuit, was alleged to have raped the woman at an off-campus party in 2019, an incident, along with two others, that she reported to the school's Title IX office, SF Gate reported Thursday. Anthony Lamb, number 40 of the Golden State Warriors, drives towards the basket against the Cleveland Cavaliers during the third quarter of an NBA basketball game at Chase Center on November 11, 2022, in San Francisco. In a statement to the outlet, the Warriors said the organization did its due diligence prior to signing Lamb, but added that it would evaluate any new information. Anthony is not a defendant in this recent lawsuit and, to our knowledge, he has never been charged with any wrongdoing in any legal case, the statement read. Prior to signing Anthony in September, we did our due diligence with the NBA and his prior teams, as we do with all players. If any new information comes to light, we will certainly evaluate it and act accordingly. The woman, who was a student athlete at the time, detailed the graphic nature of the alleged assault in her lawsuit that was filed in the U.S. District Court in Burlington on Tuesday. Lamb also denied the accusations in a statement the Warriors provided to the outlet. The allegations made against me in 2019 that have recently resurfaced are patently false, the statement read. I have always been fully cooperative regarding the alleged incident and have welcomed any investigation into the matter. Simply put, I have never committed sexual assault. The women and two other plaintiffs named in the lawsuit, all students at the University of Vermont, claim the deliberate indifference to student-on-student harassment, sexual assault, and drugging by the school. The Board of Trustees and several other defendants created a discriminatory and sexually hostile environment in which female students faced a heightened risk of sexual assault and, once assaulted, lacked any meaningful avenue of redress. Defendants contributed to and ignored known and obvious conditions that substantially increased plaintiffs' risk of campus sexual assault by fellow students, the lawsuit read, in part, via the SF Gate. Despite repeated demands to better protect students from sexual violence and hold perpetrators accountable, defendants failed to promptly investigate credible reports that assailants, particularly drugged and assaulted women on campus. Even when appropriate individuals had actual notice of rapes and assaults, defendants ignored official Title IX procedures and failed to offer appropriate accommodations, explain survivors' options to them, or sanction their assailants. Lamb played for the University of Vermont from 2016 to 2020, when he was named America East Player of the Year as a junior and senior. After brief stints with the Houston Rockets and San Antonio Spurs, he signed a two-way contract with the Warriors in October. When it comes to fantasy football, the 2022 season has been somewhat tumultuous. Those who drafted Russell Wilson with high expectations were forced to the waiver wire and found comfort in the arms of his replacement, Geno Smith. When Javonte Williams was lost for the season, most fantasy owners blew their whole FAAB budget on Kenneth Walker III. And as the tight end position became even more of a desolate wasteland, Noah Fant and Will Dissly suddenly became relevant. If you haven't yet connected the dots, it's simple: fantasy football seasons were saved by the Seahawks. But as we enter Week 14, our saviors are now limping in, and many of us find ourselves back at square one. When Smith showed up on Seattle's injury report Thursday, fantasy managers' hearts sank. Showing up on the report late in the week is bad enough, but the fact that his throwing shoulder is the problem makes it even worse. Are we to turn to his backup Drew Lock? Is he a better option than the trash sitting on your waiver wire right now like Brock Purdy or Tyler Huntley? Given the matchup against the Panthers, we just might have to, should Smith not be available.